After about 10 days of driving all around Europe looking at some of the best watch manufacturers and collectors, we actually have made it to Basel World. Basel is without a doubt the largest trade show within the industry. Here you can just see a swarm of people around me all going in to see the latest and greatest from a few hundred different brands. And so today we're going to take a look at some of our favorite pieces of Basel World 2013.
Basel World this year was really kind of a mixed bag. Some of the standouts for me were the introduction of Girard-Perregaux's first in-house manually wound chronograph. On top of that, the official launch of the Constant Force was at Basel this year, and that watch I think is absolutely at the top of everybody's list in terms of technical innovation and what mechanical watchmaking could be. Omega, I thought, had a really strong year this year. The Dark Side of the Moon Speedmaster takes the idea of what a ceramic watch can be to a whole new level, and it's at a commercial price point. It's around $12,000 to $13,000. Tag Heuer had an interesting year with the Micro Pendulum S, really pushing forward the idea of what a high-speed chronograph tourbillon could be. Briva had an interesting year. Just before Basel, they released a watch that was essentially a mechanical barometer, and we got to see that, which was pretty interesting. Nomos came out with the first dive watch. I think it's an interesting kind of move from them to take things in a more sporty direction. It's an immensely popular brand with our readership in particular, and I think it's absolutely welcomed. Tudor had a really strong year. They came out with the Chronograph Blue. It looks absolutely fantastic. Tudor also came out with their own ceramic watch, the Black Shield. I don't think you'll get a monoblock ceramic case for any less than what they're producing. While it's not to my aesthetic, it is an interesting, compelling product. Rolex released a watch that we really didn't see coming at all. It's the very first platinum Cosmograph Daytona. And on top of that, it had a brown ceramic bezel with kind of an ice blue or baby blue dial. I can't say it's a watch that really speaks to me as a collector and lover of vintage Rolex, but it is something that I could see them doing rather well with. Antoine Martin's Slow Runner was definitely a highlight for most. In-house watch with a giant 24mm balance wheel on the back rotating at 1 Hertz. Just an exceptionally cool, creative idea, creative spin on a traditional mechanical watch. At Patek, it's always interesting to see what they're up to. This year was kind of a slower year because next year is actually the 175th anniversary of the brand in its entirety. We did see some new introductions, including the 5170G, which is their in-house manually wound 2-register chronograph in white gold, previously available only in yellow. We saw the 5980 chronograph on a solid rose gold bracelet. They also released a new officer-style kind of Calatrava, which is very vintage looking and really just great looking. We really hope you enjoyed this entire Road to Basel series, and we'll see you again next year.